Hi everyone, it's the Billiards Doctor here. So in this video, I'm going to be talking about stance. Particularly, we're going to look at kind of the American stance, the classic American stance that's used by a lot of professional American players that are in the field, such as Shane Van Boening, Skylar Woodward, people like that. This stance is, I wouldn't say it's the preferred stance. You're not as stable, but it's a very comfortable stance. So this allows you to be more comfortable with your shot, and you won't have any like leg strains or anything like that. But you are a little bit less stable in this stance compared to other stances that I'll talk about later. This stance is also really good if you're tall, and because the taller you are, the more difficult it is to bend over. Because you'll get a little bit of straining in the back of your legs. So if you're taller, this is oftentimes a good stance. But this is like usually a good starting stance for people. So this stance, usually what you want to do is, if you're left-handed again, you want to have your left foot on the shot line, 45-degree angle, and then you just want to comfortably walk in with your right foot. Usually it can be about here. It can vary. It can be like this, like that. So that's kind of the American stance. It's usually very as you can see, there's a front leg going pretty far out and a back leg that's pretty far back. And ideally you want to have legs straight. So if you can handle it, having both legs straight like this would be ideal. As you can see, this is pretty awkward for me because I'm 6'3", so it's kind of hard for me to get this, both legs straight. But if you're shorter, it might be a little bit easier. And if you can, try to keep the left leg straight. That'll add more stability. So I know a lot of professional pool players with the left leg straight. A key thing to do is, if you do keep your back leg straight and your right leg's not straight, try to keep it directly underneath your hip. So perpendicular to the floor. So we don't want our hip to be out. We don't want it to be you don't want to be leaning back like this. That's not good. You want it to be right under you. So the hip and the knee and the heel should be going straight up and down, perpendicular to the floor. And like I said, 45-degree angle, keep it straight if you can like this. Otherwise, like a lot of professionals, amazing professionals like Shane Van Boening, for example, they bend both knees. So get their 45-degree angle, walk up, get on the shot line, bend both knees like this. And that's okay, that's totally fine. I mean, for me, I'm very mechanical in the way I play, and I notice because I'm so tall, if I do that, I did that for my first 2 years of playing pool, or maybe first 3 years even, 2.5, and I ended up switching it around a lot, and I've changed my form so many times, and I finally picked the form I like. But the American stance, it's a little wobbly, so you can imagine, especially if you're tall and you bend your knees, you've added this dimension of wobbling. And if you move a little bit during your shot, that's going to impact where the cue ball goes, if you pot the ball, all those different things. So American stance is really nice. It's not my preferred stance, but it's like the preferred stance for many professionals who really want that comfort and the ability to move around very easily. So that's the American stance. Stay tuned for the next video. I'll be going through the snooker stance, which is, obviously it's used by snooker players, but it's also used by people that aren't as tall, and they can be a little bit easier to bend their legs. So I'll be going through that next. So thanks for watching. This is the Billiards Doctor, and stay tuned for more videos.